Somewhere right now, there are cities that once held tens of thousands of people, cities with plumbing, trade networks, even writing systems, and almost nobody today can tell you exactly why they emptied out. Not war, not always disease, sometimes just silence. Let's look at 5 civilizations that seem to disappear almost overnight and what modern archaeology actually thinks happened to them. Around 2500 BCE, the Indus Valley civilization built some of the most advanced cities on Earth. Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa had standardized bricks, citywide drainage systems, and public baths, centuries before Rome existed. Then, starting around 1900 BCE, the cities emptied out. We still can't fully explain why, because their writing system has never been deciphered. Leading theories point to a changing climate and shifting river systems that cities depended on for farming and trade. The people likely didn't vanish. They scattered into smaller rural communities, but the urban civilization itself quietly came apart. On the island of Crete, the Minoan civilization built elaborate multi-story palaces covered in colorful frescoes of dolphins and bull-leaping athletes, and ran one of the most powerful trade networks in the Mediterranean. Around 1600 BCE, a massive volcanic eruption on the nearby island of Thera devastated the region, followed by tsunamis that hit Crete's coastline. Combined with earthquakes and possible later invasions, Minoan civilization collapsed within a couple of centuries. Some historians even think this event helped inspire the legend of Atlantis. Around 900 CE, many of the great Maya cities, with their towering pyramids and precise astronomical calendars, were abandoned within a span of decades. Entire urban centers left standing, swallowed by jungle. The leading theory points to prolonged drought, worsened by deforestation and overpopulation straining food and water supplies, layered on top of political instability between rival city-states. But here's the twist. The Maya people never actually disappeared. Millions of their descendants live in Mexico and Central America today. It was the cities that collapsed, not the culture. Near what's now St. Louis, Missouri, the city of Cahokia once held up to 20,000 people, comparable to London's population at the time, with massive earthen mounds, plazas, and even what looks like a solar calendar made of wooden posts. By 1350 CE, Cahokia was abandoned. Archaeologists still debate the cause: climate shifts, resource strain, political conflict, or some combination of all three. Unlike the pyramids of Egypt or Mexico, most people have never even heard of it. Rapa Nui, known today as Easter Island, was home to a society that carved the massive stone moai statues between 1250 and 1500 CE. At some point, the civilization that built them collapsed. The classic explanation was environmental collapse from deforestation. Newer research complicates that picture, pointing to disease and slave raids introduced by European contact as major factors too. It's a reminder that vanished often means we don't have the full story yet. Notice the pattern. Almost none of these civilizations actually vanished. Their cities emptied, their people scattered or adapted, and their descendants often live on today. What we call disappearing is usually really just history's way of hiding a story too complicated to fit in a headline. The ruins aren't proof that people vanished. They're proof that people were once there at all.